Against all the evil that hell can conjure, all the wickedness that mankind can produce, we will send unto them only you. Rip and tear until it is done.
We must pray now, brothers. Pray that he is watching.
Please, anyone, if you can hear me, if you're out there.
Attempting to acquire the Hell Priest signal.
Nearly 60% of our planet has been consumed by the invaders.
We have the Hell Priest signal locked in. The target is marked, but the signal will not hold for long.
For it is he that they fear, not man, or his armies. They fear the mark of the beast.
Back in my early childhood in 1994, there was one game my Uncle Mark showed me that would change my life forever. That game was none other than the original Doom 1 and Doom 2 on PC. It changed what my perceptions of what video games can be forever. No longer were they just random plumbers and mascots jumping around, saving damsels in distress. Instead, I was a freaking badass, sending the forces of hell back to where they came from with a bullet in their ass. It birthed a new genre, the first-person shooter, and the brutality of this and many other famous games would spawn a lot of publicity and outrage back in the day.
Side effects of these games that people play. Wendy?
Well, you know, one psychologist pointed out to me in any culture, games, not just video games, but any games, prepare children to have the skills they're going to need in that particular society. And when it comes to video games that are violent, it does make you think.
And after a long wait for the third entry that many felt strayed too far from what made the first two titles really great, instead going more of a survival horror route, which I loved as a kid, mainly because I love that genre, which is only seconded by the only love of my life, which is first-person shooters. But then, all of a sudden, Doom was gone. Not to be seen for years, with only small rumblings here and there and rumors of Doom 4 being worked on. And after many long years, it would return to the Doom franchise. Games had changed dramatically in Doom's absence. You know, games following in the genre that it itself had birthed have added stories, aiming down the sight, regenerating health, reloading, all this stuff thrown into the genre, changing what it was from what it used to be. But like an atom bomb, they blew the competition away, reinserting itself back into the gaming pantheon with a return to balls-to-the-wall action, dropping all the nonsense shooters have been building over these years in Doom's absence, showing all the world all you need is guns, gore, amazing gameplay, all while being drip-fed an amazing effing soundtrack. Doom was back, baby, and it was bigger, badder, and better than ever. So after finishing Doom 2016, my hopes for the inevitable sequel was actually really, really high. Then Doom Eternal kicked in my door, killed my dog, slapped my mother, and made a sandwich on my hopes and dreams of becoming a stand-up comic, and I loved every second of it, and asked for more. Doom Eternal takes everything the reboot did really well and expands on it to a whole new level. First thing you'll notice is the sheer scale of the world on display. It's amazing. In every possible way, I feel like id fully knows what the Doom universe is and what it should look like, and it shows. The world feels alive, and the environment has many stories to tell about man's futile resistance to the demon hordes, because we're gonna lose, we suck. And the size of these backdrops and levels are so much bigger and better than its 2016 counterpart. Sometimes I just had to sit there and say, holy crap, to the entire sheer graphical prowess on display. Holy fuck, this looks awesome. The presentation is followed by some of the smoothest gunplay this side of Smoothsville. Doom Eternal gives you the tools to rip and tear to your heart's content. It gives you the iconic shotgun right out the gate. This is still the best shotgun in gaming, period. And the rest of the arsenal is even better. Every weapon is great and now has 2 secondary fire modes that are all amazing. My favorite being the hook shot from the double barrel shotgun, which lets you grapple enemies from a distance, creating some great freaking way to move across the maps, especially when you're fighting large hordes of enemies trying to get away, or whenever you're trying to close the distance. And on top of that, every weapon has masteries that will give you sweet death-dealing babies, more perks to rip demons, a new asshole. It has added a whole host of RPG-like elements to build the Slayer you want, adding ways to upgrade your suit and awesome perks to give yourself a plethora of benefits to your unique playstyle. Hell, the game even has so many challenges, some refreshing weekly to keep you playing. It also drip feeds you contents via an event-style battle pass system, giving you new skins and unlocks for the single-player and multiplayer portions of the game. And yep, there's also a multiplayer component. It's pretty fun once you get the hang of it. One person plays as the Slayer, while the other guys play as the demons, I guess trying to finally invoke vengeance for the Doom Slayer's demonic genocide. The story of the game, believe it or not, is actually told through cutscenes, not just through actual gameplay. And to be honest, it's kind of jarring when coming from Doom 2016, which really didn't do any of that. It told the story as you play the game. I'm not knocking it though. The story does actually tie in the entire Doom universe, so you do find out the origins of Doom Guy and all the stuff that's gone in between that, and it really solidifies that this part of the universe is not just a reimagining or a reboot, but it's an extension of the universe set in the original Doom games. And I liked it a lot. I had a blast with this game. This game so far is my game of the year, at least until I can try out Cyberpunk 2077 if that ever does come out. So hey, if you're staying at home and you got a next-gen console or a PC that can actually run this game, you're not going anywhere. The virus is killing everybody. Might as well stay home, pursue some demons, wait for all of this shit to blow over. So there you have it. Go out there, buy Doom Eternal. It's an amazing game. Alright guys, see you on the next one. And to be that guy, if you do like this content, like, comment, subscribe, let me know.